Alright, man. Copywrite's album, God Save the King. I really don't have that much to say because the shit was just dope. Copyright, you know, super dope lyricist. The whole project is dope. My favorite track was Jesus Talks, or damn, I'm bad with names. Yeah, Talk with Jesus. Shit, dope. There's no other way for me to explain this album, man. It's just dope. It's just dope.
Yeah, Copyright, man, he dope. Shout out to Marv One, put me up on him like 10 years ago, man. And dude, I mean, you know, I've been following Copyright for a minute. You know, come out of the Midwest. You know, I like to see a good Midwest artist come out on the scene and do good. And the Copyright, I mean, this album, pretty much, dude is honest, dude is raw. You know what I'm saying? What else can you say about this? All I can say is that damn Golden State of Mind track, man. Casual and Evidence and Rocky Marciano, they killed it. I love that track. That's one of my favorite tracks on the album. And what else? I mean, yeah, I'm with FIFA, man. The album just dope as shit, man. I mean, what more can you say? Big up to Copyright, man. I'm interested to see what his next release is gonna be now that he's switching. What you say? You don't know?
So you don't have no dislikes about the album? No negatives, no nothing?
The Yo MTV rap song, I didn't really care too much for. I didn't like that song.
Wait, you didn't like the Robin Big line?
That was one of my favorite lines of the whole album, where he said, I mean, the song wasn't my favorite, but that line was where he said,
yeah, but
cats coming out,
the song, though.
He said Fantasy Factory, cats coming out like they're original, but they're just Robin Big. That's a fucking dope ass line, man.
But
everything in
with
there.
The song, though.
He said something about my 16s. Wait, what did he say? My 16s are
underage.
No, hold on. It was like something like my 16s are teenage and pregnant or something like that.
Yeah.
I think I had it written down. Hold on a second.
Yo, at first I didn't like the song. When I listened to it again, and he had all of the MTV jab lines, I was like, oh, okay.
I think it was the production I just couldn't get with, man.
I birthed them seeds when I preached the message, so my MTV raps are 16 and pregnant.
Yeah.
Woo! Come on, man. Come on with it, boy. Yeah. I mean, I didn't like the song that much either.
Yeah, see,
but it was just once he came in and started rapping, I was just like, oh my god.
So you didn't like the song in its entirety, but you did like the
yeah, but overall the album was dope. I mean,
yeah, I just wanted to know, like, I mean,
was any negative or anything?
Yeah,
I like
because
I mean, no, it wasn't really nothing like bad about it. I mean, I've been following dude for a long time, so I knew what to expect. You know, I was hoping not to be disappointed in his album, which I clearly wasn't.
Okay, so what did you think between this and his last album?
It's pretty much.
I mean, you listened to the last album.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the EP, Rebirth? No. Oh no, Life and Times of Peter. I mean, they both was equally as dope to me. I mean, I don't really like one more than the other.
Okay, so I've been looking forward to this album for a minute because I mean I've been following Copy since the old Weatherman days when he was Copyright 78. I've been following him since then, and I was really looking forward to this album. And I thought it was a really dope album. I think Copyright gets more and more introspective with every album. It's interesting seeing him going from just a raw battle rap MC to be more of a conscious MC. I think it's like showing him growing up, being more of a grown man. But I remember talking to him on Twitter. He was like, "Yeah, this is definitely my best album." And I don't know if I can necessarily agree with that yet because I liked Life and Times of Peter Nelson better.
Really?
Because I think. And it's nothing against this album. I think this album is great. But I think Life and Times was better for me because I had more of a connection with it. He had just come, like I said, from being a strictly battle rapper and, just being arrogant and just punchlines everywhere to all of a sudden he's writing songs. Like he's writing real songs about real shit. Prior to that, all he really had in that realm was June. But now all of a sudden it's just like, oh my God, Copyright is really talk about real shit. On this album, he's just gone more into that lane. I mean, it had a great start, man, with the first track, and then going into Swag It Killers, with Jakada Motormouth. It was great hearing him on a track. But some of the songs I couldn't 100% get behind, just because y'all know how I feel about Christian rap. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I don't really care for it like that. It's interesting seeing Copy do it because he's such a great fucking rapper that he could be the guy that we were all talking about. Where Christian rap needs a leader that's just undeniably dope. So he could be that guy. up there with Lecrae.
There really isn't much more to add. I mean, I think, of course, I agree with everybody. The album is definitely good. I know immediately when I saw the track list, I was wondering how you would, feel about the features on it, because it was a lot of features. And, you're thinking about the life and times of Peter Nelson, which is kind of, I'm kind of with Mike a little bit, but for a different reason, because I didn't really kind of listen to the High Exalted, back in 2002. I kind of went backwards with him, and Life and Times of Peter Nelson was really kind of one of the first, was actually the first album that I heard of Copyrights, and for me it was kind of a little bit more accessible because of some of the features on there with Sean P and all the other guys that I kind of like, Crisis Production. So, he's always kind of did work with them, so that's why I kind of, have more of an attachment to that one. But definitely the High Exalted was, I agree with Mike, definitely a classic. He had some crazy lines on there. But yeah, this one was definitely good. I fucks with it. I copped it. I enjoyed it definitely a lot. It didn't have, I don't know, man. I think there were some pretty dope lines on it. From it, yeah. And I think, like Modest Media said, his flows is just crazy. I mean, he really pulls you in to listen to him. Because, I'm not a guy that, I like lyrics, I fuck with lyrics, but lyrics kind of is not one of the first things I really hear. Mm-hmm. But with him, he kind of really pulls you into listening to him. And that's the way his flow, his voice, and everything about him makes you listen to what the fuck he's saying, and not necessarily the music first. Mm-hmm. So,
I think Kendrick's like
that. Yeah, I can even quote a line from him, and I'm not even good at quoting lines, but the one, I think it was from Nobody, where he was like, you can still put your dick in the river and still can fuck with the flow. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So stuff like that really kind of pulls you like, God damn. Yeah. And even before then, he said, I don't know what it was, I can't remember, but even then before that, he said,
he was saying nasty stuff.
Yeah, he said nasty stuff.
He was always.
But so for that, you could always appreciate Copyright, and that was one of the things I could always appreciate about him, because I was always paying attention and listening to what the fuck he's saying. But and definitely, so yeah, man, I co-signed everything everybody else said. I copped it, I fucked with it, I listened to it.
There was one thing that I didn't really appreciate that much, was there was a few too many features. It was like a lot of the songs have features, and I like just hearing Copy rip.
Like in the middle, when it was just.
It was from the beginning.
No, I'm talking about in the middle of the album. It was kind of like more by himself, like
a little bit, but the majority of the album had features, and just like I had the thing with Black Thought, it's just like I'm selfish with Copy. I want to hear Copy destroy a track, 100%. But Opium Projects, the very last song after the Talk with Jesus shit, when they brought on Illogic, God fucking damn, Illogic is one of my favorite MCs. And I heard him on I forget the name of the other track he was on, where he was just like telling the story and being real positive. I was like, okay, that shit was cool, but it's not 100%. I want that nasty Illogic. And Illogic came in on that last track, and Illogic and Copy.
I like the way Copyright. Well, I think I'm pretty sure it was Copyright. He said, "Yeah, so you want to go ahead and fuck some shit up?
You want to fuck this up? Yo, turn the mic on for Illogic."
He's like, okay.
Man, Illogic destroyed that track. Boy, Illogic is so goddamn dope. He has one of the best flows. I'm telling you, man, Ohio is fucking doing it. Those fucking dudes are and Tage Future. It was nice seeing him come out of nowhere and really
them two verses he had was monster.
He had some dope verses.
Them two verses he had was killer.
I know you said you didn't like the features.
Hold on. I didn't say that much, but to me, I don't mind features when they're dope. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So to me, on this album, he did have a lot of features. I can't even front. I can't even try to back that up. But all of them shits was dope. Like the whole album, to me, beginning to end, was dope. Just dope.
Yeah, I mean, it was dope. I'm not saying the features were bad. All the features, every single one of the features were fucking great.
Yeah, I know.
But I'm just used to a Copy album where the only features I really hear are Jakai, which I never complain about Jakai verse, or a Tage verse, or a King Dom verse. I never complain about those. And I'm not complaining about these either. I'm just saying I
know you wanted more.
I want more Copy. The last album, he only had like maybe 2 or 3 songs that had features.
I got you.
But I will give this real quick. Listen, I'm gonna shut up. My favorite line from the album. Not that she's not a fan of the gospel, but she's a sucker for the organ.
Buy it, man. This album is amazing. It's dope to say.
I mean, I think you're the biggest fan. I know you're kidding about the saying.
Yeah, I mean, cop it, man. You co-sign what Ken said, man. Cop this joint. It's a nice album. You won't be disappointed.
I said it bumped in the whip, so.
Enough of a cosign.
Yeah,
right?
I don't have none. The shit is dope. Like
Man, fuck your lip.
Copywrite is one of my all-time favorite MCs. I've been digging him, like I said, since he was with the 2001, 2002, 2003 Weathermen. I've been digging him since Table Scraps. You know, like I said, Copyright 78. Yeah, man, I support everything this dude has done. I've loved every album he's done, every mixtape he's done. So yes, please go buy his album. I mean, I'll even pick up his Christian album. I don't even listen to Christian rap like that, but I support Copyright. You know, if that's the change that he wants to make, if that's the path that he sees, then do you, my dude. Like if that's what you want to do, then do it, man. I can't say I will definitely like it, but I will support it, and I'll say, you know, good job. Just based on the fact that he has given me some of the best ignorant music I've heard in years. But
you never know. You might
you never know. I don't do Christian rap, man. I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm not gonna dig an entire album talking about Jesus. I just won't. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna knock it. If you're dope with it, you got lyrics, cool. But yes, I pick this up. Definitely go pick up Jakai's album that's gonna be coming out. Go pick up the Megahertz album that's gonna be coming out. You know what I'm saying? Pick up, apparently Tage Future has an album that's going to be coming out. Pick up all that shit because trust me, it's going to be fucking dope. Copy said he is executive producing Jakai's album, which means it's going to be dope because Jakai is dope.
Yeah, Chicago is dope.
You know, Jakai had one of my favorite lines too. If a homeless girl comes around me, she'll suck dick for the change. That's my fucking dude right there, man. Dude is nasty as hell. But, yeah, man. That's it. That's it. Dope album. I love it. Pick it up. Copyright.